All right. I'm on 21. I'm just going to read it over. I don't think I finished it. The king, 21, Psalm 21. The king rejoices in your strength, Lord. How great is his joy in the victories you give. You have granted him. That should give gay people peace and joy. If I was gay then, that would give me peace. Knowing somebody who knew what she was talking about. I love you. He loves you too, okay? None of this is your fault. I know, these people don't get it. And yeah, they've read the word page to page. Yeah, I'm sure they did. You have granted him his heart's desire. Because if I was wrong, he wouldn't have chosen me, now would he have? See? It came to me. It came to me. Yeah. All right. You have granted him his heart's desire, and have not withheld the request of his lips. You came to greet him with rich blessings, and placed a crown of pure gold on his head. He asked you for life, and you gave it to him. Length of days forever and ever. Through the victories you gave, his glory is great. You have bestowed on him splendor and majesty. Surely you have granted him unending blessings, and made him glad with the joy of your presence. For the king trusts in the Lord. Through the unfailing love of the Most High, he will not be shaken. Your hand will lay hold on all your enemies. Your right hand will seize your foes. When you appear for battle, you will burn them as in a blazing furnace. The Lord will swallow them up in his wrath, and his fire will consume them. You will destroy their descendants from the earth, their posterity from mankind. Though they plot evil against you and devise wicked schemes, they cannot succeed. You will make them turn their backs when you aim at them with drawn bow. Be exalted, O God, in your strength. We will sing and praise your might. Okay, why do people, I don't know if it's me or him, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you in a minute. Why do people think they are better than everyone else? That's demonic. Yeah, it's him. Why do people think they are better than anyone else? He says that's demonic. Stop that behavior. Remember? Okay, 22. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from saving me, so far from my cries of anguish? My God, I cry out by day, but you do not answer. By night, but I find no rest. Yet you are enthroned as the Holy One. You are the one Israel praises. In you our ancestors put their trust. They trusted and you delivered them. To you they cried out and were saved. In you they trusted and were not put to shame. But I am a worm, a woman. But I am a woman and not a man, scorned by everyone, despised by the people. All who see me mock me. They hurl insults, shaking their heads. He trusts in the Lord, they say. Let the Lord rescue him. He is. He is the Ottomans. He is. Let him deliver him, since he delights in him. Yet you brought me out of the womb. You made me trust in you, even at my mother's breast. From birth I was cast on you. From my mother's womb you have been my God. Do not be far from me, for trouble is near, and there is no one to help. Many bulls surround me. Strong bulls of Bashan encircle me. Roaring lions that tear their prey open their mouths wide against me. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is turned to wax, it is melted within me. My mouth is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth. You lay me in the dust of death. Dogs surround me, a pack of villains encircles me. They pierce my hands and my feet. All my bones are on display. People stare and gloat over me. They divide my clothes among them and cast lots for my garment. But you, Lord, do not be far from me. You are my strength. Come quickly to help me. Deliver me from the sword, my precious life, from the power of the dogs. Rescue me from the mouth of the lions. Save me from the horns of the wild oxen. I will declare your name to my people. In the assembly I will praise you. You who fear the Lord, praise him. All you descendants of Jacob, honor him. Revere him, all you descendants of Israel. For he has not despised or scorned the suffering of the afflicted one. He has not hidden his face from him, but has listened to his cry for help. From you comes the theme of my praise in the great assembly. Before those who fear you, I will fulfill my vows. The poor will eat and be satisfied. Those who seek the Lord will praise him. May your hearts live forever. At the ends of the earth, all the ends of the earth will remember and turn to the Lord, and all the families of the nations will bow down before him. For dominion belongs to the Lord, and he rules over the nations. All the rich of the earth will feast and worship. All who will go down to the dust will kneel before him. Those who cannot keep themselves alive, posterity will serve him. Future generations will be told about the Lord. They will proclaim his righteousness, declaring to a people yet unborn, he has done it. See, he's going to do it. They're already saying he's going to do it. There's never been a time where God's, I can't do it. Never. That's too hard. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. I just read 20. Yeah, okay. Mocking. This will bring your death. Okay. Keep that in mind. That's why I'm getting justice. Oh, that's me then. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, mocking will bring your death. Keep that in mind. That's why I'm getting justice. Carly is a dumbass, letting those people lead her to hell. Basically. Okay. All right. He said give. Okay. Where is it? When you fought the good fight, that's all you have to do. Fight the good fight. And he will do the rest. That's all you have to do. Fight the good fight. Just do your best, and he's going to do the rest. But none of it's going to work if you're going to go be a liar. Liars and wicked people. You can't fool the spirit realm, okay? See, he hates lies. I mean, he started choking up. When I was writing that the first time, I was choking up. I could feel it, because I can feel his heart now. My heart and his heart are like this already. And I could feel it. I could feel it. It was like I was choking up. So I'm going to say that every time at the end. I thought, I need to remind you. Just do your best, and he'll do the rest, okay? We just need to hear that. I just need to say, because we belong to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And let's not forget it. Anytime you start feeling fear, you know what it is. And then you just rip that out. King, King, Lord of Lords. And then the sing praises for you, whatever. You need to get used to doing that. I'm a big demonstration, okay? Whatever I'm doing, you need to copy, okay? Incorporate it as best you can. Don't just sit there and read silently. Come on. That does it so good. That power, the sound of God's words needs to go out, okay? So this isn't a silent reading war, okay? This is end times. We're to speak it, release it, okay? That's what it's all about. Do it. Okay, the faith that's needed. Hold on. Okay, he's saying this is a movement. The faith that is needed to get this up, okay? God's power is faith. He said that to me over a month ago, and I ran in the house and wrote it down because I thought I was getting dementia. God's power is faith. So you're now reading Psalms. You're speaking it. Don't read it. You're speaking. You're speaking songs. So now, the more Psalms you put in, the more Psalms you're doing, the more faith you're getting, okay? And that's where he needs us to be. So we can all be shooting them up. We're supposed to be making Christian history. So I'm expecting some kind of receipt where there's going to be something shut down or burned to the ground. Or maybe they're all trapped in one room and set on fire. Who knows? We just got to keep it going, okay? He's going to reveal it. I just don't know what. All I'm doing is relaying I'm just a messenger, okay? I'm not telling you my little stories, because he wants me to tell the stories to tell you how to be a better Christian, okay? I said story about a little girl that, oh yeah, okay. Well, let me read this real quick. Okay. Now, mind you, I've been in Psalms since 2014, so I haven't read the entire Bible. I just said, I'm off. I'm gone. I'm doing this. I'm how do you say? Changing my reality. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, I haven't read these stories in a long time. It's a story about the little girl. Jesus was doing something. I don't know. Could be wrong. But anyways, they came to him and said, so-and-so's daughter's dying. Come quickly. Hurry. Save her, So he goes there, and everybody's there saying, oh, forget it. She's dead. And they're all wailing and carrying on. And he was there to heal her, okay? So So he made them all get out. Everybody, get out. I forget who else was with them, but somebody he could trust that wasn't going to be a Debbie Downer in the situation. The only way he could heal her, for it to work, he had to remove all the naysayers and the mockers and the doubters, because they were looking at physical evidence. She's dead. There's no way you can bring her out of that. Well, he was God. Okay? But God's power is faith. And all that negative stuff, and it was hindering his ability for the flow of faith to heal her. It was just going to be more difficult. So anyways, God's power runs on faith. Oh. Well, I kind of was talking to my family. My family is to zip it or else. Get the Father's way in you and do them, and you will be fine. That's what he said. Teacher, y'all remember G.C. Scarborough people, okay? That's my high school. Remember how God told us that if you had sex with a teenager, you were sifted, you were going to hell. You know, you didn't know it at the time, when you were dipping honey and stuff like that. Yeah, you didn't know it, but yeah, that's what happened when you did it. Stuff like that. And I'm thinking there was a teacher, you know, y'all are teenagers, right? So yeah, if anybody did any of us, yeah, they're in hell if they're dead. So I'm thinking there was a big male teenager. We all know who he was. And a history teacher, a lady history. Y'all remember? Yeah. She's in hell if she's dead. That's one. And then we all know the young lady that had a coach. Remember? Yeah. He's in hell. Tell you that right now. Yeah. Just thought I'd share that. Little interesting tidbit. So if you knew of a teacher that was doing one of y'all, they're in hell. Yeah. They're in hell. Okay, Jesus. Yeah, Jesus has Jesus was telling me about, he didn't like the Passion of Christ. He had a problem with it. I don't know what. And then it fell out of my head. So stay tuned. Yeah, he had a problem with it. Yeah, he did. I was kind of dumbfounded. I'll find out. When I find out, I'll let you know, okay? All right. You will be sifted over stupid stuff like that. What? This ain't everyday Christian walk. Oh, about how, you know, he wants you to be a perfect Christian, okay? He keeps hammering that. And he feels like she's the only one that can get you there. Everybody else leaves out stuff, you know, leaves out stuff. Or doesn't hammer stuff. She hammers it all. And so, he's telling you, since we're in the end times, the Christian walk today is going to be a lot harder. In that you got to be super, ultra truthful. And super, ultra, just everything, you know, above board. Integrity, personified. Or you won't get plucked. That's what he was telling me to tell you. You're not going to get plucked. You're just not. You're going to sift yourself because you're stubborn. Because you know the word. Yeah, you know the word. And because you know the word, you think, yeah, then why don't you have my spot? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Why aren't you here? Yeah, that's why. You don't. You're not. Get busy. You're going to get sifted, dudes. You are. Why does the road to destruction? Guess what? It's going to be you. Because you're proud. How dare I tell you? You don't know the word. You start listening to that, you're going to find out how horrible of a Christian you really are. You really. He has proven a point that everybody that shortchanged me is being punished. So when you judge somebody's walk, that is very unpleasing to God. That's why he don't want y'all back in my life. Yep. Okay, good. That's the end of that one. There's more. A little bit more. I didn't get time to do the phone thing. There's so much. But like I said, it happens when it happens. And it seems to be just flow, just perfect, just so far. Okay. I'm wondering. I think Let me see if I can do it. He wants me to hammer this down. He's only going to take the spirit of lying people. And he keeps, and he says, this is the only way this is the only thing that can get you to be a lying spirit. Okay? He's not taking no pig spirits, as we have discovered. He doesn't take pig spirits. Okay? So, okay. Well, I already told you about the fear, so I'm gonna. Okay, so if you're, I had to rip into a friend today. I thought she was my friend. I guess she's my friend. She just, I don't know. I told her, because I was talking about her cousin, you know, that pastor, it's her cousin. I said, have you heard any of it? And I said, I'm telling everybody, God's telling everybody to use Joyce. Joyce? What? So she hadn't been listening. She hadn't done nothing. She's not doing it. I've told her about it. It's whatever. So yeah, she ain't gonna make it if she don't straighten up. She's not doing it either. Joyce who? Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Okay, the purgatory thing. Yeah, he told me all in one piece. So yeah, there's a bunch of people in purgatory. For hundreds of years, I guess. You know, however long since Christ. They weren't rapists. They weren't pedos. They weren't murderers. So as long as they weren't those three, they got set aside in a purgatory area. I wonder where that is. Because I know hell is in the center of the earth. I know that for a fact. But purgatory, where would that be? I mean, it was out. It was like a prairie situation. I didn't look up at the sky. I just kind of went like that. You know what I mean? I didn't look up. No, I didn't do none of that. But I was in a house. I just walked in, and I was in a house already. I was just plopped into this house, and I'm walking to the hall, and then the lady, she starts walking past, and then she sees me. Okay, let's see. So yeah, so your loved ones, pray them in, because the next stop is when Jesus comes. I guess that's when they go ahead and just drop them into hell. Yeah. Wherever, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they're just right down to the bottom. So please, we're in end times. You know, that was another thing. I came here because no one would do it, you know? No one would address it. No one would give anybody hope. And no one had answers. And then Jesus raised me up. Jesus did. So, but it's always wide as the road. There's always going to be people that not go. So anyway, I'm here because of you guys. But yeah, I bet a lot of you guys aren't doing jack. You're just going to be like them short bus people, or those people that pray for me, make it happen, and I'll sit here and wait till it happens. Or you're one of those, we can't stop this. Yeah, because you've never been in the Word. You didn't know the power of God. Ever. Total short bus. Anyway, purgatory is filled with good people. They never learned my Father's ways. He said that. That includes all Christians. Wide is the road to destruction. Yeah, my friend's not doing it. Most aren't, he said. He said that. Most aren't doing this. He takes no one. He's not gonna take you, honey. I don't care how much time you put in with God. If he don't see this being cranked all over you, pastors, you're not going. All that work, all that slaying in the spirit, all that speaking into, all of that for nothing. You're gone. You're going to hell. All right. Because he's not taking no dingy nothing, okay? This is end times. The rules have changed. Keep up. All right. Fear. We cannot produce fear in our bodies. We produce number 1 and number 2, but we don't produce fear. Get a clue, okay? Quit letting fear tear you up. That's just short bus thing, okay? All right. I'm done. I know I'm terrible. I'm Patton. Definitely. He got the right one because, man, I need to beat y'all. I know. I feel that a lot of y'all aren't going to do it. Oh, but it's whatever. I'm just going to say this. Because you're only killing yourself. Since you have kept my command to endure patiently, I will also keep you from the hour of trial that is going to come on the whole world to test the inhabitants of the earth. And you're failing because you're not doing jack. You're not doing none of this. Okay, Isaiah 65:17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former things shall not be remembered or come to mind. Thank you, God. All right, this is Jesus. I'm gonna say this to you every day, okay? When you fought, this was all him. When you fought the good fight, that's all you have to do. Fight the good fight. And I will do the rest. That's all you have to do. Just do your best, and I will do the rest. But none of it's going to work if you're going to be a liar. Liars and wicked people, you can't fool the spirit realm, knuckleheads. We don't catch the smart ones, that's right. All right, I love you. I'm not going to be here Saturday or Sunday, okay? Saturday, I'm going to go visit Mama. No more trips with Mama. Her ankle's finally giving it. She was already having problems, okay? So, yeah, those days are over. Well, I knew it was going to happen, so I'm sure Clayton's happy. Less money. So anyways, okay, I'll see you Monday, okay? All right, love you. Keep them up. Keep them up. He said we're making Christian history, okay? It could only be Psalms. That's all it could be. All right, bye.